Welcome to fucking evolutionary psychology. We don't disagree. We live in a society where we build rocket ships and skyscrapers because men were competing with other men for women. No one is denying this. It's absolutely true.
It's a lose-lose for women, you know? It's like we're told so much that there's so much value in how you look and how you appear. Yeah. And if you want to, but you can't do it. You have to enhance it naturally, you know, because then, you know, if you go above and beyond, then it's too extreme. And it's just kind of like there's so much judgment around what's okay for women to do and what's not okay for women to do. And another thing that I hear is, well, you're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it for men. Oh God, that's a common one. That came up on the show, where they were like, well, aren't you just doing it to be attractive to the other sex? And I go, well, sometimes that's the case. Sometimes it is. Yeah. But sometimes you just want to feel good in your own skin, or you want to enhance your own natural beauty. And if that's the case, if everything that we women are doing is for men, then everything you guys are doing is for us.
Yes, we've been saying this. Welcome to
welcome to the Red Pill.
Welcome to fucking evolutionary psychology. We don't disagree. We live in a society where we build rocket ships and skyscrapers because men were competing with other men for women. No one is denying this. It's absolutely true. What she's saying, the problem is we're not attacking her, and that's the part I just don't understand. We're describing the way the world is. We're not sitting there telling you how to be. And you want to know what I think about 800cc boob jobs? They're great. You know what else? 1200cc boob jobs. Those are great also. And you want to know what else?
I love the CC.
You know what else is great? Dudes getting the hair transplants from here and putting on the front of their head.
Rock and roll.
And dudes going to Turkey and getting the fucking beard transplants. There's nothing wrong with this. Get the lipo. I don't give a shit.
I got a question. I got a question.
Your implant.
Let's do a lightning round. Yes or no? Do you like lingerie? Do you have lingerie? Do you wear lingerie? Do you like lingerie?
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Domo. Do you like? You have your own.
I love lingerie.
You have your own line of lingerie.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I'll
buy some.
Lingerie. Yes. Brie,
Yes.
lingerie.
Yes, we need your lingerie line. What is it?
Katie Moore. Yes.
I want to know.
Of course you do. I've seen you in Black Tape Project.
Oh
yeah.
Yes.
Mix everything.
Lingerie.
No, you don't
have any lingerie.
Codfin.
But you'll wear this. This is beautiful though. Okay. So my next question. Here's my next question, ladies. If I was to come over to your house on like a Saturday afternoon at like 4 p.m, would you be vacuuming your apartment or your house, whatever, in lingerie?
No. In my underwear.
Of course you wouldn't, because you're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it because you're wearing it out.
If I was streaming, I was making money.
We were just at my birthday party out in Cleveland, and what did Kylie say? She says, "I have so much lingerie, but I never wear it where I'm supposed to."
And when you do wear it for sex, it comes off in the first like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Literally.
Oh, yes. So I want you to consider.
Of course you don't.
This is
In
one.
a world full of Kim,
pictures that last longer.
in a world full of Kim K's, be Bianca Sensori.
Okay, got it. All right.
I don't know who that is.
So
Kanye's new wife.
This
the
again-
bitch who is butt naked sucking his dick on the boat in Italy.
Okay, that's great.
Yacht parties for everybody.
All right.
see that.
Hey,
I've
we
had
can-
girls give me pull me aside to talk about you, Michael, and give me like shit for like being on your show. And they're like, how could you support that, this and that? And I'm like, just relax. I'm like,
It's not that
No. Don't even do that, Bella. Ask them specifically what I said that was wrong. That's what you got to do. That's the problem.
Come on the show. And
Well, come, of course. The more people disagree with me, but you guys can all take a drink because I'm going to quote Dr. Buss one more time.
Drink.
And in Dr. Buss, he says this one time. He goes, the unique thing about the male and female Homo sapiens is because we are one of the only species, or possibly the only species.
We're so close. Sorry.
We are possibly the only species where the arena upon which men compete is defined by women, and the arena upon which women compete is defined by men. Usually in two gender species, it's basically men are competing with elephant bull seals or killing each other for access to the women, and then that's it. The women don't have to. The men are not defining anything that the females do because they just have sex with all of them. Same thing with gorillas, lions, tigers, etc.
I was going to mention that earlier.
Yeah, but in Homo sapiens, we're the only species where men define the arena upon which women compete with each other for, and women define the arena with which men compete with each other for. So she's correct. Everything, if you go down far enough, everything comes down to social status and sexual selection. Every single thing we do. Because if it didn't, there wouldn't be guys, one more time. There are 400,000 elephants left on the planet. That's all we have left. And there's 8 billion humans. We won. 90% of the land animals, like the biomass of this entire planet, it used to be gazelles and fucking caribou and all this shit. 90% of the fucking large animals on this planet are chickens, pigs, and fucking horses and cows. We took over. There's nothing left.
Victory.
Like we have completely.
It's all agriculture
hold on. But the
based,
reason why I bring this up is because Homo sapiens have made it so much that there's 8 billion of us on the planet, which means our innate desire, our innate necessity for survival comes from what? Sex.
We like fucking.
Yes, it has to. Do you guys understand? It doesn't matter what an incredible warrior you were or what incredible homemaker you were. If you did not participate in passing your genetics along and having at least 2 children, because remember, there's 2 of you, and having 2 children, you need more than 2 children, because if you have more than 2 children, then the population goes up. If 2 people keep having 1 child, then after a generation, the population gets cut in half.
What
you
they
see
did
what I'm
in
saying?
China.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and now they're having like really bad population issues.
Yeah, because there's too many men in comparison to women.
And then we're having the baby boomers are going to be
dead.
Like, no. Well, okay. What's after the baby boomer? The next generation, like our parents. No, our parents' generation. So that generation, when they age up and they're actually old, because like my mom's like not old. Like my mom's hot as fuck. Like. My guy friends try to hit on my mom.
All right.
So she does not look like her standard age, and that's like the new norm. So when they get to whatever their new old is, that generation is like the biggest because there's so many of them. That's when they had like 9 siblings.
Yeah, like a lot of bigger families, like that was very traditional. And
Back in the day.
now people like our age aren't really having children.
We have dogs.
We're below replacement level in fertility and
Yeah.
have been so, by the
We
way,
have
since
French
the
bulldogs.
mid-70s. It's not a new thing, people.
Really?
It's since the mid-70s, really.
I think it's just gotten a lot worse that people are like actually really paying attention now.
We don't need children at this point. It's
Well,
like
it's also I was gonna say it's
we don't need that many. Not everybody needs to procreate, baby, and I don't care what anybody
I think
says.
you're right about that, but
it's
it's
like the
also
smart
a
people are
monetary
never the ones
issue.
doing it, right? And so that's
Yeah.
kind of
I
also the thing.
disagree with
Everyone's
that.
waiting, but then the people that shouldn't be having kids, they're having all the kids.
Like,
Oh yeah, exactly.
Like Honey Boo Boo.
yeah.
So you're saying
I
it's
forgot about that.
eugenics?
I mean, I didn't say it. You did. I didn't say it.
No, it's actually really sad because a lot of people feel like they can't have children because they don't feel like they can support
I told my
them.
mom that. Well,
No,
not,
people
I can
just see it
support
as a
them.
check,
I don't think
too.
it's safe. I
Yeah.
don't think it's safe for me to have a child.
Listen,
I think children are a blessing, and I think that's an amazing thing.
Okay,
I think your child
is
Listen, there must be something inside of you that thinks that causes you to think that children are amazing. Who here thinks kittens are cute? Anybody? Is it just me? Who here thinks puppies are cute? Is it seeing a small, helpless thing like that, like a smaller version of it, and we find it incredibly attractive and appealing to take care of it? What does that come from? We're fucking mammals. We have a neocortex. We're not reptiles. We don't lay eggs and fucking run off. It's an evolutionary adaptation that we have. And so what does that say? Like that means that evolution is the reason why we have the brains that we have.